This is literally the worst job ever. Literally. It looks like I wear this dress in a lot of my videos, and that's true. I don't know why. This is my go-to for when I'm about to record. But yes. Hi guys, it's Naya. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be talking to you guys about the worst job I have ever had. So I'm going to walk you guys through the process. So I used to work at a different job. At this particular job, I was like, okay, this is an easy job and I'm kind of happy here. Like, I like my coworkers and everything. But I was like, okay, so these hours here, like, I'm gonna need to talk to somebody because these hours are really not it. So manager, like, help me.
Help me. Help me.
Manager wasn't trying to help me out. I'm like, sir, I will get another job. It was a part-time job and I wanted full-time money. And we weren't allowed to go over a certain amount of hours. So we were literally only allowed like 26 hours and I was getting like 21, 22, 23, and 24. Like, I at least want the 26 hours. I wasn't getting that. So I was like, all right, cool. Say that. I went on my little Indeed Glassdoor, one with an M, Mercy or something. I don't know. I went on that too. And I applied for a bunch of different jobs. I applied to a bunch of different Chipotle locations. Because for some reason I was like, yeah, I love Chipotle. I would love to work there. I could be the face of Chipotle. I'm so friendly. I can do it. I applied to one downtown. I applied to the one in Kings Plaza. This is Brooklyn based, by the way. New York based. I applied to the one in Kings Plaza, and I applied to someone like Bushwick, Washington, whatever. I don't even know. The next day, I got a text like, hey, Naya, we would love if you could come in for an interview tomorrow. No. I got an interview at Chipotle. Y'all like my hair? I'm doing a review on it soon, so I hope you like it. I love it. Anyway. Okay, your girl got an interview at Chipotle. I'm not hearing anything. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I was hyped and I was in the zone. So my mom is like, oh, you don't want to be there, it's not a real job. I'm like, ma'am, I'm getting free food. Like, come on now, I'm gonna get free food. It's fine. If you guys don't know, Kings Plaza is a mall in Brooklyn. It's like by Mill Basin, Kings Highway-ish. I don't know, I haven't been over there in a long time, but it's at Kings Plaza and it's like a mall all the way at the end of the earth. I get to the mall and I go up the little elevator and I see the Chipotle. I don't know if you guys know, but when Chipotle is not open yet, they kind of leave the gate like cracked a little bit. Like, you know that pull down gate that stores have? So they had that, but except it was like right here. So I came in, I'm walking up and I see the Chipotle and I see that the gate is down. And I'm like, I'm just gonna go in here. I walked under and I saw two girls and one guy. Hi, I'm Naya and I'm here for the interview for 11 or 9 o'clock or whatever. They were like, yeah, okay, just go sit over there. Just go have a seat over there. I'm like, okay. I see other people coming in there and then coming to sit. And I'm like, okay, so is this a group interview? Mind you, I've never done a group interview before. But I know that in group interviews, you gotta show out. You really have to show out. Your personality has to show. One of the ladies that told me to go take a seat, she came over to me. She was like, hi, I'm the manager. I'll be right with you guys soon. I was like, manager? She's the manager? Oh, okay. All right. So it was a group interview. Now, I feel like during that group interview, with the people that I was there with, there were like some people that were really quiet. And I'm like, oh no, baby, you have to speak. Like, you actually have to talk. What happened was, okay, so from the paper, she read 3 names aloud. There were 6 of us and she read out loud 3 names. And when she said that, my stomach dropped because none of my name, she didn't say my name. She didn't say my name. That's not a song. She didn't say my name and I was like, okay. She was like, you guys can leave. And I was like, oh. On some real game show timing, she said it, she was like, I'm sorry. Oh, we got the job, man. Little do I know that is the worst job ever. I don't know why I'm talking about the whole interview process though. We're gonna fast forward. So basically, my first day, I had a trainer. I didn't like her. You know how someone is trying to be like a mother figure, but they're not, or like mother or manager status, and it's like you can relax just a little bit because you're the same. We're at the same level. Feel me? You're not. You need to relax just a little bit. She was kind of like that. So anytime I came to work, I was just like, okay. Can I try? No? Okay, fine. Because she wouldn't let me try, and I'm like, I need to feel it. I need to know what I'm doing with this. This is gonna be a long video. This is already at 10 minutes. She was just very weird. I don't know, whatever. We're not gonna talk about her because she don't have nothing to do with this story. And I was hired as cashier. I need you guys to remember that I was hired as cashier. So I'm thinking that I'm just gonna be taking money, handling money, blah, blah, blah. No, when you're a cashier at Chipotle, you have to do mad extra stuff. So let me just introduce you guys to some terms really quickly. Dining area is the area that we eat at. Dining area. 2 is customers. We do not call them customers. They don't want us calling customers customers. They want us to call customers guests. 3, the whole of Chipotle is called the house. And these are the guests in our house. So 4 is hotline. When you walk up to Chipotle, you're like,
hey, can I have black beans and rice and this and this and this?
the people you're telling that to, that is the hotline. So where the hot food is at, that is the hotline. 5 is hotbox. So that is where we keep, I need you guys to remember this. Keep up. I know I lost you though. 6, I lost myself. The hotbox, and that is where all the online orders go. So if you order food online, we give the receipt to the hotline, the people making the food for you. Remember, and they pass it all the way down, and me as a cashier, I have to put the food in the hotbox. So the hotbox is where the online food goes, and it keeps the food hot, and it's a box. Great job. So now that we have the vocabulary, we can get into why this was like the worst job ever for me. So my schedule used to be for the morning shift, but I got switched to the night shift. Long story short, I think my manager, he had a crush on me more, but I didn't really like him. I was only talking to him because I wanted more hours. Being his friend, all buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get your number. What are you doing after work? You wanna go like get some food at Applebee's or something? Like,
we never did. I got more hours though, so thank you. Thank you. He got fired. Oh my gosh, y'all, it is so much behind this. Anyways, I got changed to the night crew. There's one manager. You know how you can tell someone is a weak link? So I was on this one. I was on the weak link. I was like, oh, okay, I see. So can I work at the night shift? The people at the night shift got more hours, so I was like, I want to be at the night shift. Let me just explain to you guys how this is like the worst job ever. So I'm a cashier. Now, Chipotle in the mall gets very busy, and I understand that. I can handle that. When I was finally put on my own, being at Chipotle, you have to be in charge of the dining area where the people eat, which means that you're in charge of the soda, the ice, the garbage, the tables, the floor. I am in charge of that, as well as online orders, as well as making sure customers get their stuff on the line. It's like, imagine I'm talking to you, I'm like, hi, and someone's talking to me about this, someone's coming with an online order, and someone's coming with this. So you have to be in charge of all of that. Mind you, it's like my first week, and it is very busy. Again, I understand that, but like, help me.
Help me. Help me.
I'm by myself, and I'm like getting really overwhelmed. You have to say, hi, you need chips and drinks today? To every single customer. Hi, you need chips and drinks today? Hi, you need chips and drinks today? You have to bag people with items. If they say yes, they want chips and a drink, you have to, well, the way my Chipotle was set up, you have to get the chips from back here, put it in a bag, go back and get the drink from the cooler down here, put it in a bag, and then like do the whole transaction. And it was just a lot. Imagine while that's happening, someone is in the corner talking to you and waiting for an online order from the hot box. So as you're trying to get this customer out the way, you gotta go get the hot box food, and you gotta go back to thing. Mind you, it's like my first time there. I was only there for like a week by myself. So as I'm trying to do all this over here, the dining area is disgusting. The dining area looks terrible. There's napkins on the table. There's rice on the floor. Nothing is wiped down. There's no forks. People are coming to me like, hi, can I get a fork? Can I get a fork? Can I get some napkins? I'm just overflowing. And I'm trying to do all this stuff at once. You only have help if you have an expo, and that's basically someone that helps you. So you only have help if you have an expo. I didn't have an expo.
Help me. Nigga. Help me.
So I'm like, okay, one second. Telling everybody to hold on, and everyone is still trying to come for me, and I'm like, yo, yeah. I'm gonna cry now. I'm gonna cry. Manager, come take me over, because I'm gonna go to the bathroom, I'm gonna go cry. Because this is too much. Moral of the story is just too much you have to worry about. You have to make sure while it's busy, you have to make sure that there's ice in the freezer, and it's difficult to get ice because you have to go all the way in the kitchen to get the jug, fill it up, to carry it out, stand on a chair and pour the ice into the machine, and you have to do that about 5 times to fill up the ice machine. How am I supposed to do all of this? Like, I got yelled at because my dining area was terrible. I was like, wow, okay. Because how am I supposed to do this if I'm at the register bagging items and asking them if they want chips and drinks? Like, if I'm at the register, like, you want me to just walk away from the register and be like, all right, I'll be back. I gotta get ice. I can't do that. So I got yelled at for that. Another thing that got me tight. I don't like this lip gloss. When you're working at the night shift at Chipotle, I don't know if it's every Chipotle, but if your shift says 11 o'clock, you have to clock out at 11 o'clock. And if you're not finished whatever you're doing, well, then you better be done, because after you clock out, you still have to work. So that's what was hard for me, because closing Chipotle as a cashier, I was by myself. Like, everyone was assigned to their own station. So I was cash, someone was grill, someone was in the back, whatever, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you guys what you have to do as a cashier when you're closing, okay? But first of all, let me tell you how much time you have to do all this. You have about an hour to do all of this, okay? It might sound like a lot of time, but it's really not. So basically, when you're closing Chipotle, one of the things you have to do, wipe down the table. Make sure there's no rice, no nothing on the table. Wipe it down, wipe it down. 2, you gotta make sure the drinks and everything is filled up. Drinks and everything is filled up? All right, cool. Next, you gotta make sure that all the chips is thrown away. We throw, I don't know if it's the same for every Chipotle, but we was throwing the chips away at night. I was taking them home with some queso. I was taking the chips home. You gotta make sure the ice machine is filled. Mind you, gotta do that back and forth 8 times. Get the bucket poured in. You gotta wipe down the soda machine, right? Wipe it down. You gotta take the knobs off of the soda machine and put it in solution. Next, you gotta go all the way to the back of the kitchen, get some forks, get you some knives, get you some spoons, get you some napkins to fill up. Next, you gotta do the garbage. You gotta take 4 garbages. You gotta drag to the back, take the garbage out, put it back, drag to the front. Second garbage, grab to the back, take the garbage out, put it in the back, put the garbage in, grab to the front, right? Next, you had to wipe all the tables down. Wipe down every single table in the whole thing. Just wipe down every single one of them. I don't want to see a rice grain, because that's how my manager was. If he saw a rice grain, I got yelled at because I left the grain of rice on the table. Next, you have to pick up all the chairs, and then you have to sweep the whole thing. Sweep the whole thing. Next, you have to mop. Yes, you have to mop. Also, you have to clean the bathroom. Yep, you have to clean the bathroom. And in the bathroom, you gotta wipe down the windows, you gotta wipe down everything, you gotta scrub the floor, and then you gotta squeegee it, which means you gotta put the water into the little hole just like this. The hole is this little. And from that whole bathroom, you have to fit all that water into this little hole. Hey, anyway. Please let me know in the comments if this sounds like a lot to you. It is a lot. It really is a lot. But that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part, I'm not even mad at that. I'm just mad at the fact that if I wasn't done at 11, I still had to clock out at 11 and continue working. So let's say I'm sweeping and I haven't mopped yet. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, it's 11. You gotta clock out. And if you didn't clock out, then the managers will go into the little computer system and clock you out. Yep. It was just the worst thing ever. Like, why am I? Please show me when I signed up for free labor. Like, no, seriously, please, like, let me know where I signed at, because since free, I'm ready to go home. Like, They don't own down the line. They wanted us to start closing earlier. So instead of 11 o'clock, they wanted us to close at 10:30. So we had even less time to finish what we were doing, and everyone was complaining, and we're like, and the managers was just like, how this is supposed to be motivation for us to get it done faster. And we're like, someone please switch me to the morning, please, because I cannot. Like, we had group meetings and they were like yelling at us because like we couldn't get stuff done under their time or something, and it was just like, you take over. I have so much tea on this place, and I was only there for like 3 months. Some girl was doing stuff with the manager, but the managers and the staff and everybody, they didn't care about anything. Like, there was a bunch of stuff that happened there, and the managers was just like, oh wow, that's crazy. Like, it's just really sad. Like the manager system was terrible. The employees were just always, it was always something, always complaining about something, always talking behind someone's back or this and the third. Like, bro, why do I feel like I'm in high school? Why do I feel like I'm in high school right now? I also had a problem with the hours because I'm like, okay, I left my old job to come here. Mind you, I applied to work at Chipotle as full-time. So I left my old job to come to you guys, and why am I getting 20 hours? 20 hours? Why am I getting 20 hours? Like, what even is that? That's nothing. Like, I can't even, like, come on now. I asked my manager about it. He was like, oh yeah, if I see you working hard, then I'll give you more hours. I was like, I work. This is another story time in one, but like the closing manager that wanted me to work at night with him, we ended off on bad terms, and I don't know if I'm gonna make that a story time, but basically after that, I started to literally hate the job because he would make everything harder for me. Like he would like pinpoint every little thing, and I'm like, it wasn't a problem before. Like, why are you saying something now? Are you triggered? He just made everything worse for me, and I'm like, wow, like I'm not feeling it. Cause that, on top of the fact that I had to clock out and continue working, or that on top of the fact that like the whole environment is just negative and heavy, I'm like, okay, so it's really not gonna take much for me to leave. Like at this point, I'm ready to go. But as time progressed, I was like, yeah, I'm starting to hate this job. Like I remember one of my friends came to the job, and as I'm closing, she's like, you know, walking around the store with me as I wipe down tables, and I'm like, yo, I hate it here. I hate it here. I'm over here packing forks, so I'm like, I'm gonna quit. I am going to quit soon or something, because I cannot deal with it right now. That on top of like what, 20 hours, the most hours I've ever gotten was like 34, and that was only around Christmas time. That's it. What's crazy is as I started to hate the job more and more, I would tell my friends to pull up. I'm like, pull up, what do you want? Wait, get a steak bowl. Get a steak bowl with guacamole and chips and guac on the side, because I got you. Yeah, okay, steak bowl with guacamole, chips and guac, extra queso, large, another bowl, got another bowl. All right, charge you for one soda. Give me your card. Bye. Nah, I dragged it a little bit, but I was like, all right, I'm leaving soon, so what's really good? They will come to me, ask for so cup. I'm like, here's your regular cup, here's your regular size large cup. There you go. Have fun. Have fun. A lot of people was also complaining there, and I don't like being around people that complain too much. And there was this one girl that always complained, and then everyone would complain along with her, and I'm like, damn, that sucks. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, the manager that wanted me to work at the night shift with him, he come to find out that was his little thing to get all the girls next to him, and that's why he started acting the way he was acting to me, because I wasn't trying to talk to him, and that's why he was pinpointing every little thing. And yeah, but he got fired, so it really don't make no sense. A lot of managers that was there don't even work there anymore. This was like last year, so a lot of things probably changed or whatever. I don't know, I don't really care, but it's a whole story time. If you want a story time on how I quit / got fired, let me know in the comment section and I'll do that for you, okay? Let me know if this is still a place that you would want to work at. Let me know if you guys think I'm over-exaggerating, which I will tell you I'm not, because it's terrible. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What job you hated the most, or why you hated it the most. Like, I want to know the whole nine, please, like right now. Let me know. So yes, you guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you want the story time on how I quit / got fired at Chipotle. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. We had to wash our hands every hour. Like, if I was taking a customer and the beep 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 went off, I had to be like, I'm sorry, give me 1 second, and go and wash my hands. Like, that's the weirdest thing. Like, ever since that Ebola scam or whatever, they all up on it, and I'm like, wow, okay, good for you, but like, wow, that's